how many full-time jobs were in the last 4 months? We've lost 1.8 million. We're only adding part-time jobs. Right. Now, on top of that, how many have a business and you have a hard time finding workers? Yeah. How many people do you think in this country, working age 16 to 64, are not working? As a number, what's your guess? 100 million people. So we have 100 million people that do not have a job. So my 8-year-old grandson, Eli, I was with him the other day, I said, Eli, I heard you're unemployed. I said, I heard you're not helping your family at all. I said, Eli, when I was 8 years old, I had been selling TV guides door to door for 2 years. I was cutting grass. I was cleaning windows. I was washing cars. I said, when I was 12 years old, my adopted father had his car repossessed, and I lent him the money. I said, you need to get to work. Because I actually believe that. Every time there's Aaron and I both do the same thing. There's a lot of high school kids that come up there. And the first thing I say to them is, do you have a job? How are you going to learn how to work if you don't have a job? How are you going to learn how to manage people if you don't have a job? We have got to get this country back to work. You know, everybody says, oh gosh, our federal government is in trouble because of Medicare and Social Security. No, our federal government is in trouble because we have leadership, both Republican and Democrat up there, that spends your money. They don't give a damn how they spend your money, right? And we don't have people working. If we got people back to work, we wouldn't have all these problems. By the way, let me give you some numbers by electing, and everybody gives the governor all this credit for everything. When I was governor, they gave me all this credit. That's not fair. It is everybody. It was at the local level, state level, legislature, everybody. But here's what you did, the people you elected in the 2010 cycle to the 2018. We had 1 million people on unemployment when I got elected. 8 years later, you know how many people? And nobody got kicked off. We didn't change the rules. 61,000. Wow. We had 71,000 people on welfare. Welfare is for a single parent with a child. All we did is help people get a job. How hard is that? What do you need? Is it a job that if you have a child care issue? Do you have you live in the wrong area? Do you need some training? What do you need? And we help them. So just to brag on everybody that was in government at the time, we became in 8 years the #1 higher education system in the country. Have anybody tried to get into the UF lately? It's very difficult. It's the #1 public university in the country today. #1. It'd be nice if they start winning more football games. Details. So let me tell you about the border. The border is completely open. There is no security at the border. We have Border Patrol, and they're wonderful. They want to do their job, but they have no right to do the job. So here's what's happening. I've been down the border bunch. You walk across the border. Border Patrol looks where you're coming. Oh yeah, we have 15 people coming over there. We got to get our van, go over there, pick them up, and they can go anywhere they want on your dime. The other day, I was at there's some people in D.C. They said they're going to the Capitol. Are going to the White House, and they said, make sure you have your ID. I said, that only matters if you're an American citizen. If you're not an American citizen, you don't have to have ID. Do you realize that when somebody comes across our border illegally, with no ID, they can go get on a commercial flight 2 hours later. Yes. With no ID. Oh, and by the way, you do not have a right to take their picture. That's a regulation. So, I'll give you another example how your government works. I'm on Homeland Security. We're doing a great job, right? Yeah. So we don't do Homeland Security. But Michael Cupson testifies just completely lies. Right? It's complete lie. But so August 2021, That's when all those flights came from Afghanistan. Remember all those people hanging onto the wheels, stowing in there and stuff like that? So I'm on the committee. We're a 50-50 Senate at that point. So the committees based are on the number of people. If they have one more Democrat than us, then the committees are one more Democrat than Republicans. So we can't control anything. But it's 50-50 then. So we said, we're not coming to any more committee meetings unless you tell us what happened with Afghanistan. So they said, we're only going to tell you in a classified setting. So I'm going to tell you what I was told in a classified setting, so do not repeat it. Is there anybody from the press? Okay, just don't repeat it if you're in the fourth press, okay? I said, how many people came on those flights? 77,000. I said, how many were American citizens? 5,000.
No.
How many had special visas because they helped the Americans? 2,500. So I said, okay, 70,000 people were not American citizens and did not have a right to come into our country. They said, yeah. I said, did you interview them? Well, no. I said, did they have IDs? No. I said, do you know where they are in our country? No.
Oh my God.
This was 2 months after 77,000 people came to our country. Right. Now, why can I tell you? None of it was classified. You know why they wanted to do it? So there'd be no cameras. Everything up there, it says that we seasonally adjust it. We don't give people the facts. So that's all the negative. Now let me tell you the positive. It is change. It's going to change. The country is furious.
Oh.
The country is mad as hell right now.
Right. Absolutely.
75% of the country knows we're on the wrong track. You go around our state, or I go around the country, people are mad. Now we got to direct their energy, but they're mad. They want change. So I ran against McConnell to be the Republican leader, because guess what? It takes 60 votes in the Senate.
Should be.
McConnell and a bunch of Republicans have voted with Biden for everything. There's nothing left for Biden to pass. They're going to I think they're going to cancel our Mondays for the rest of the year. We're hardly up there the rest of the year because they passed everything. They're going to make us next week, I think they're going to take us another vote on the bad immigration bill. Because they're running out of things to make us pass. They spent all the money. So I ran against him. Only person would ever do it. He's now going to step down at the end of the year. We are going to have a change in the Senate. And I'm optimistic. I think Trump's going to have a record win. I went up to the trial the other day. Let me tell you about the trial. Now this could happen in America, could it? Yeah. The President of the United States takes the number 3 person in the Department of Justice, sends him down to a state district attorney's office to prosecute his opponent, the former president. Oh, by the way, that prosecutor's wife is a big Democrat donor. The judge is a Democrat donor. The judge's daughter is a fundraiser for Biden and Harris. Everybody involved in the prosecution is a big Democrat donor or Democrat. And you know what they're talking about? Whether they accounted for something right. That's what this all. We're going to try to put a former president, Biden's political opponent, in jail because somebody in his organization didn't put it in the right account. This is crazy. I can tell you what, people believe it's all wrong. And so I think Trump's going to have a record win. So I think we're going to take the House. Me too. So here's what you have to do. All right? Every one of us have a voice. Every one of us has a voice. We've got to use it. We can't say the day after the election, darn it, if we just done a little bit more. We've got it. Look, it's polarizing. Like Dean said, it's polarizing right now. They're wrong. We're right. It's real simple. We win, they lose. That's what has to happen. It's a black and white, right? But what we have to do is we have to say, everybody says the most important election. I think this is, but who knows? But we all can get out 500 votes. We all could. You know how you win a statewide race? You win every local race. You know how you win the presidency? You win all the statewide races. So if you want to win, for my race, for Trump's race, win every local race. And don't say, I want to win by 1%. You maximize every vote. Then the other thing, and I think Cord would say this, be a poll watcher. Right? Don't wait and assume the Secretary of State can save our butts. Right? We've got to go out there and make sure nobody cheats. Everybody here could be a poll watcher. Right? So we need poll watchers, and we need volunteers to just bust our butt to get all the votes out. We cannot let the Democrats win anything else. Any race. When you guys have done it here, we've got to do it all across the state and all across the country. That's how we're going to get change. So it's been a real honor to be your governor and to be your senator. I've never had a job this hard. This is to turn the federal government around where these people up there don't give a damn about you.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't.
Yep.
You know, it's not paranoia. It's not paranoia if it's true. It's true. Now, Aaron cares. Other than Aaron. Sorry. Oh, Aaron does care. And by the way, you know, everybody knows Aaron already. How many years have you been up there?
15 months.
Okay. Everybody knows him. So, I mean, he built really good relationships. You really have to admire your hometown boys done a really good job. So,
Yes.
but it's really a screwed up place. But I'm very optimistic that we can fix it. So it's nice to be here. Let me just finish my office. We have 9 offices in the state. We do visas, passports, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, everything imaginable. If you don't tell us a problem, we can't solve it. So if you need something, call us. We work really well with Aaron's office. What we try to do is make sure we have specialists in our office or theirs, and we coordinate. So if Aaron has somebody that knows something better, we give it an issue to him, and if he knows that we have somebody better. And we also try to share. I've got experts in certain areas of my office, and we try to make sure we coordinate our efforts so we get more stuff done. So it's nice to be here. Thank you for the introduction. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.